kidding me? Are you serious? Really? Did that really have to happen? Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am Natasha Charmaine, and if you are new here, welcome. And for those of you who have been here already, welcome back. For those of you who haven't been here, be sure to subscribe, hit the like button if you enjoy this video, and be sure to share this video. If you haven't known by now, this video is definitely something that's really cut me kind of deep, and you know, it just kind of makes you feel sometimes that you just can't have nothing, you know what I mean? And it's so disappointing at times, but I'm ready to talk about it, so let's get into this video. All right, so as you know or may not know, I just got my car, and it's really sad when you work so hard for something and it's like people try to take it away from you, or you know, they destroy it, and you know, it really hurts you because you work really hard for the things that you have and you want to be able to cherish them. I mean, things are not everything, you know. Of course, most important things are our family and our friends and, you know, the people, our loved ones, you know. But it's just disheartening when you work hard for something and it's either taken away from you or destroyed. So let me start off by saying someone scratched my BMW X3. I just got that car. Are you kidding me? Are you serious? Really? Did that really have to happen? Alright, so let me just start from the beginning and tell you how it all went down. Not that I know what happened, but this is what transpired. So basically, you know, the summer's here and honey and I are out with the baby. We go to the park every evening and we're out, you know, just getting our workouts on, enjoying the air, enjoying the summer. So basically, for the most part, most evenings we're out and we're working out and we're at the park. We're just enjoying life, right? So I think I remember it was on a Wednesday. We went out to the park. Normal routine. I mean, you can set your clock by us. We're out and we're back around the same time all the time. And we came back, getting ready to take baby Milan out of the backseat of the car, and what do I notice? A big ass scratch on my car. I couldn't believe it. I was just like, are you kidding me? Where did this come from? Anyways, at that point, I was just like, I really couldn't believe it, because I parked my car in the garage. So, I mean, what else do I need to do to take care of my car to protect it? You know what I mean? And I'm thinking, somebody out here is hating on me. What? They're probably thinking, oh, she got her little car, huh? I'm going to show her her little car. You know what I mean? I mean, I'd be shocked because everybody loves me. Or at least I think everyone does. I mean, I don't know. But I didn't know what to do. So I figured, you know what? I'm going to bring this up. This needs to be brought up. I don't know where it could have happened, but somebody needs to know about it. So when I got into the building, I went to my doorman and I talked to him, and I asked him if it was possible that I could have the cameras reviewed to see if anyone in my parking lot could have possibly damaged my car. And I know to the left of me I've got an SUV, and then to the right of me I've got a car. So on the left the space is a little tight, so I kind of have to maneuver myself so that I am able to get out properly without hitting his car or him hitting mine with the door. So I inquired, and He said that, the doorman said that someone would ring my bell and let me know, talk to me about the process of viewing cameras. So I said, okay. So they rang my bell. I went down to the office, and I was a board member of the building. I live in a co-op. And he discussed with me, asked me questions, and then discussed with me what the situation would be. The building would not be responsible, so on and so forth. And I understood that. He then said that, okay, I live in a very noisy neighborhood, okay? He then said that the super would need to review the cameras with them, the board members, and they'd be able to get back to me by the weekend, which would be like Saturday. So here we are on Wednesday. We'd gone to the park on Monday. We didn't go on Tuesday, so it could have happened between Monday and Tuesday because we found it on Wednesday. So for him to review the cameras, he would then have to review it for like 2 days. So he said, okay, Saturday would be when we would get back to you. And I said, okay, no rush really. But during that time, I decided that I would leave the scratch on the car. Okay, mind you, the scratch is probably about maybe the length of a ruler, 12 inches long. And I'd have to drive around with it like that. But I wasn't going to erase it or try to do anything to it, try to like attempt to, you know what I mean? So I waited. I drove around with it the way it was. It is what it is. And I remember I was coming home that Friday, and I ran into that board member on my way into the building. So he says, I have information for you. He says, unfortunately, none of your neighboring cars that from where you park had anything to do with the scratch that's on your car. So I said, okay. I figured, you know what, at least if I know, then I can move on to the next step. I can like scratch that out and then move on to the next step. No pun intended. Scratch that out. Okay, anyway. So he said to me he did take a look at it, and he noticed that it was kind of a rubber texture. And he said it probably may have been from a bicycle handle. So I thought about it, and I said, he might have a point. He might have a point. So the area where we park when we go to the park, it's a very wide block. And you've got traffic going in one direction, the other direction, but it's only in one lane. But the block is wide. So basically, because I do it myself, when I'm running that block, it's a long block too. When I run that block, I run alongside the cars in the street because it's better to run on pavement than it is cement. It's better for your knees. Yeah. Just a tip if you're a runner or trying to run. That was a sidebar. So I know that people also, sometimes they ride their bikes up and down along on the street, but alongside the car. So it's very possible that maybe a kid or something could have, you know, into the car, like that, and just kind of like, because it was light, and then it gets dark, and then it lifts the line, the scratch that's on it. So I considered that as a possibility. So the next step basically would be to try to figure out what to do about getting it removed. So it's funny because I went to work bummed the next day after I saw it, and everyone was like, what's the matter? You know, and I just kind of mentioned it to them. And people were so helpful, and I thank you all for your thoughts and your well wishes. But everyone was, you know, they had their own ideas about what they thought I should do, and you know, I welcomed all of it. I took it all in. I had one guy tell me that I should just take it to the shop and have them buff it out. So I said, okay, yeah, that's definitely an idea. Of course, it's going to cost me money. He worked in the engineering department. I also had the director of engineering. He told me, he said, why don't you try using an alcohol swab? You know, you rip open the little square and just try to see if you can etch it off. I had another guy tell me to try, what was it? Peroxide also, or something like that. And mind you, all of these people work in the engineering department. And all of them drive BMWs. Okay, so now I'm getting advice not just from people in the engineering department, but people who also drive BMWs. So I figured, okay, you know what? Maybe they know what they're talking about, because this is what they would do to their car. So now I guess it would be a good idea for me to try to do that to my car. Even one of the guys actually drives the same car that I do. White, X3, everything. I think he has maybe a later model, or earlier model, like a younger model, but even still. So they were giving me all advice, and then I did my own homework, my own research, and I came up with a few things. So I figured, you know what, tomorrow, which would be Saturday, I'd go out and then try to see if I can just get something done. I don't know if you can hear Baby Milan. So Saturday I decided that I would go out and I would take a look and see what I could do. So I took out some home remedies, household appliance concoctions and liquids and stuff, and I took them out with me to the garage and I got to work. And I went through all three of them and I tried to decide what I was going to use, and Lord and behold, I came across some goof off. Took it right out. No problem. No problem. And then all I had to do was just clean it with some soap and water so that didn't sit on my paint and damage my paint. So at the end of this all, the only bright light to this was that I know that if I get a scratch on my car, I can always use household liquids to remove it from the car. Now, be careful if you guys ever do this or ever think to do this. Just be really careful that you're not using something that has like paint thinner or anything in it that will completely take the paint off your car. But I felt such a relief when I was able to get it removed, because I didn't want to have to pay to go and have it taken care of. And at the end of the day, I'm really glad that it all worked out. I'll never know who scratched my car, and at this point it doesn't even really matter. It's not like they're going to leave a note or anything. So I guess just being prepared and knowledgeable about what to do is what's really important. And also keep in mind that it's a car. You know, it's a thing. It's not the end of the world, and it's not your life, and life will go on after that. So I'm hoping that you guys takeaways what you can do should you ever get a scratch on your car. There are many options. And honestly, I would try them all first before actually taking your car in to get it buffed, unless you have a professional that you already go to and that's what they tell you to do. So in hindsight, I'm out on the road and I'm doing my thing, so we're all good. Thank you guys for watching this video, and if you did enjoy this video, just give me a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and share this video with anyone that you think it would be helpful for. You know, there's so many people out there that's getting bumper to bumper hits all the time, and they could use this kind of advice, and I'm glad to share it. I'll see you guys in my next one, and thank you. Bye.